this. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco, it's Christian McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Lance. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Lance going to throw. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Lance. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Lance now to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. They run here with a 2nd-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Wilson's going to tuck and run. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go, back.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. DJ Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Jerry Jeudy took a step back from his rookie numbers in 2021 while battling an ankle injury throughout the season. But definitely hoping the arrival of Russell Wilson can help him reach his ceiling as a former 15th overall pick. Jeudy came through there with a chain-moving catch.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. Now a loose football, the ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right? To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now a play fake. Lance. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Off of play action. Here's Lance. He's got the hook out downfield to Samuel. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards that time.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
On the set.
On first down, Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right after the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take it?
Well, Lance throws the interception, his third. picked off by Jacob Martin. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Now it's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talavera Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 2nd and 7, Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Let's go now. Strike.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just playing on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
double.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And now they'll throw with Lance. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Hey, watch this.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Based on that math,
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk. In the final seconds of the first half, Gould to add the extra point. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. And they'll accept that penalty. Now Gould for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Pulls it in at the 13. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he moved all the way to the end zone without going down.
Absolutely incredible that was, because defensively you're tough to break down, wrap up, but in this case he didn't really allow it, and really no one was able to slow him down enough for the extra help to get there. He just kept getting out of tackles all the way downfield and found the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
On play action, Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Lance now on first down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On second and very short, Lance. Finding Gray going across the field. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Working from the gun. Lance to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on in Brooklyn once more. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Gould is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive. And they're off to a fast start here.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. Here's Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. 115 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They go play action with Wilson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now Lance on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw caught by Gray. Down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Phillips. He's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On first down, Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready, ready. Let's go.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the interception, here's Wilson. Caught left side, Williams. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
throwing again on second down. Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
14.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Again, Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the...
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming out.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team right.
No doubt about it.
So a 7-point game, they'll need to recover the touchdown and an extra point to tie. And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Martin. 20. 5. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember, with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll run it with Williams. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He's going to get it again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Well, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Lance. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Lance back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
19.
Here's Wilson. Able to find Judy. And he's going to have a first down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing now is Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, the clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Now Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20, 10, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Denver, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, out the curve, out the block. It was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the boat. Tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the bass.